Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Welcome you all again in the virtual learning system of Pakistan International School Taif. Dear students, as you know that this is Pakistan International School Taif virtual class for class 10 students, subject computer science, and today is our 26th lecture. Teacher name Imran Ahmed. Dear students, in the previous chapter, we were discussing about the chapter number 4, which was conditional control structure. Actually, chapter 4 and chapter 5 are belongs to the control structure. The purpose of control structure is to control the execution of a program. For this purpose, to control the execution of a program, we use the two kinds of control structure. First was conditional control and next is loop control. So we can control the execution of a program or we can change the sequence of program using two things. Number one is conditional control and other one is loop control. Conditional control, our previous chapter was conditional control. Over there, we have discussed a few statements belonging to the conditional controls, in which the most important was if statement, if else statement, nested if statement, if else if statement, up to so on. These are belongs and switch statement also. For this purpose, we have already generated the few programs related with the if else statements, else if statement, and also with the switch statement. We have done complete exercise, question, short question answer, long question answer, and the lab activities as well. I check in the chapter, book chapter, there is no other topic is left from the exercise. All the topics of exercise are included in the, all the topics of the chapter are included in the exercise. So we have performed all the whole exercise as well. Today our topic is loop control. So before starting the loop control, next chapter is chapter number 5, loop control structure. Before starting the loop control structure, so simply the definition of loop, definition of loop is repetition. Uh, Definition of loop is repetition. We will explain the loop in very detail. First of all, as I will start from the long question because the whole definition of chapter is present in the long questions answer. First question, extensive question. Question number 3, what is looping structure? Watch here, we will explain the loop over here, explain for loop with the help of example. So I will tell you, this one is the later, what is for loop. First of all, we will explain the what is looping structure. A loop is a structure that enables the programmer to execute the same sequence of statements repeatedly until a particular condition is met. So what is the definition and how to understand this one? For example, first of our program in C was, I told you write your name or write a program which display your name or any message one time only. Now I want to change the requirement of my program. I say you have to write your name 5 times. Now one suggestion is there. You can write a single printf statement and write 5 times your name in the single printf statement. Or you will write the printf statement 5 times and each printf statement contains your name. Now again, if I want to change the requirement of my program that you have to write your name 100 times. Now, is that possible? Is it good programming? you will write your name 100 times in the printf statement, obviously program will be executed. But this is not a good programming. But this one is not a good programming. To reduce this difficulty, we will use anything is there. If I write my name one time and the name will be repeated 100 times. So for this purpose, we will use the looping structure. Over here, a loop is a structure that enables the programmers to execute the same sequence of statements. A sequence means a single statement or group of statements again and again or repeatedly until particular condition is met. I will tell you how to apply the condition and how to solve this one. Now, we have three kinds of loops. We have three kinds of loops. Number one is for loop, number second is while loop, and number third is do while loop. In this question, we will discuss number one, for loop. For loop is also called counter counter loop. For loop, or you can call the for loop as a counter loop as well. What is the purpose of for loop? The for is a looping statement which is used to execute a set of statements repeatedly for a fixed number of time. Watch over here, for a fixed number of time. Let's say I tell you display your name 100 times. Now 100 is a fix. So it means that you can start the loop from 1 to 100. So 1 to 100 means there are 100 numbers. 200 to 300, 500 to 600, like this one. It means that interval of the loop is 100 times. Now, in order to discuss the for loop, its general form is look like this. It has the general form. First one, we will use the reserved word for, then opening of parenthesis. After the parenthesis, we will write the initialization. Initialization means initialization of variable. After that, test condition. After that, semicolon is there. Semicolon. After the semicolon, test condition. It means a condition will be checked. Then semicolon. Then there is increment or decrement operator. We will use increment or decrement. This increment and decrement already we have studied in chapter number 3 when we were explaining the when we was discussing chapter number 3 operators topic. Now closing, after that closing of the parentheses. Watch here, this for loop is opening, the syntax is opening over here. Now this one is the opening of the for loop. Inside the braces or inside the curly brackets, you will have to write the body of the loop. It means that these are the statements, some kind of statements. So these are the statement depends on this loop. If I will say, I will do the example as well. So the body of loop may have one or more statement. It could be one statement or it could be more statements, many statements. So these are the statements will depend on this loop. It means that if I say that 10 times, so this block, the body of loop will be executed 10 times. If I say 100 times, so this body of the loop will be executed 100 times. So it depends on the condition. We will how to apply the condition. After that, I will do the simple example. So body of the loop may have one or more statements. If it contains only a single statement, then braces are not needed. It means that over here, if there is only single statement depends on the this loop, so no need to put the braces, or these braces are not, if you put the braces, no error will be there. But for the good programming, I will advise you put for the single statement or the multiple statement this block, you will make this block. All three expressions, such as watch here in the loop, there is three expression: initialization, test condition, increment or decrement. You will use only one, not either if you will use the increment or you will have to use a decrement. Test condition or the optional. Optional means if you are use, well and good. If you don't use, then well and good. Now I say write a program. Okay, in this example, we display the five numbers, first five numbers. First five number means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How I will use the loop? Hash include stereo.h, hash include conio.h, void main, opening of the main function. I take a single variable I, which is of type integer. After that, clear screen. Now watch here. I use the for loop. I say how many times you display the numbers. How many times you display the numbers. So numbers will be displayed 5 times only. If I say 10 times, so 10 times means I will write the 10 over here. How this loop will be executed? I is equal to 1. It means that the first value of I should be 1. Then condition will be checked. This one is the initialization. This one is initialization as we discuss in the general structure. Initialize, initialize the value, and the value, initial value is 1. So I is less than or equal to 5. Now less than, check the value. 1 is less than or equal to 5, condition is true. When this condition becomes true, control will transfer inside the block. Control will be transferred inside the block. Watch here, and in the block P is small. Inside the block, there is message. First one is I. I is written backslash t, then backslash t means it will give the 8 spaces over here, then equal sign, then equal sign will be displayed, then after the equal sign again backslash t is there. Watch here, there is the, after the equal sign again 8 spaces are there. Now after that, before the new line we use the percentage d. So the value of I will be assigned to percentage d, and first output will be look like this. I is equal to 1. I is equal to 1. Now the value of this condition is still true. Control will back to the over here increment. Now if the value of I is, initial value of I is 1, when I plus plus, it means that it will increase the value 2. So 1 plus 1, it will be 2. Now the again condition will be checked. 2 is less than or equal to 5. Yes, 2 is less than or equal to 5. Now conditions still true. So again, the same thing will be appeared, but the value of I will be appeared as 2. Now again, the value of I will be increased. Then the value of I should be 3. 3 is less than 5. Condition is 2. Then again, this message will be appeared, and value of I is 3. So 3 will be appeared on the screen. Again, it will increase the value of I. After the 3, there is 4. It means that increment by 1. 4 will be displayed. So I is equal to 4. Again, value of I will be increased. It means that 5. So I is equal to 5. This message will be appeared. Now, after the last value, when the value of I will be increased by 6. Now, this condition will be checked. 6 is less than or equal to 5. Condition is false. When this condition becomes false, control will be automatically transferred after that block. Any statement which is present after that block, control will be transferred over there. Now watch here. After the false statement, false condition, control will be transferred at this condition. Now this is the simple loop program, and we have to display the number from 1 to 5. Now if I want to display the number, let's say 10 to 55, sorry, 10 to 50. So what should we have to do? How it will look like this? So 10 to 50, I will make the initial value 10 and the last value 50. So all the numbers. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, up to so on, all the number will be executed. How many times? 10 to 50 numbers will be displayed. Now, if you want to display your name, where you want will be, so instead of in the message, you will write like, let's say Ali. Now, it will be, its output should be like this: Ali, then spaces, then I will write over here Ali, then Ali small, then first value will be 50, then Ali second value will be 51. Sorry, first value will be 10, second value will be 11, third value, so Ali up to so on, and its last value should be 50. So 10 to 50 it will show display. Now watch here, for loop is a counter control. It means that we have must know the definition over here, repeat it until the particular fixed number of times. So 40 times, 50 times, 100 times, any number you want to repeat the statements. Now this statement, watch here, this statement is depend on the loop, and loop will be executed how many times? It executed 40 times, because initial value is 10 and the last value is 50. I will solve this program, not this program, any other program we will solve over there. Let me do it again and convert the same program which was written in the book. So this one is the program. Example 2, if you want to, okay, same program I will do in the IDE. File, new, hash include stereo.h, hash include connew.h, void main. So any variable, I use I in the loop. That's why I am going to use the I variable. Clear screen. After the clear screen, there is semicolon. Now I will going to use the watch here. For is a reserved word, so it becomes a highlight. I initial value is equal to 1, and I is less than or equal to how many times? Okay, 10 times. Now I want tens, and I is I plus plus. Printf backslash n at the starting any number you value of I is equal to percentage percentage d, because I is integer variable, so comma, and I will be displayed semicolon. This will be get ch. Now I want to check what will be the output. Prototype spelling of CL or SCR, CL or SCR. Watch here, the numbers are written. I is equal to 1, I is equal to 2, I is equal to how many times a single statement is repeated? 10 times. So if the first value is 10 and the next value is let's say 50, now check. Watch here, because 40 screen is just for 24 columns over there, 24 rows. Screen is divided into 24 rows, and the first value will be a page up at the position page up. So if you want to check, make it \t. Now watch here, I is equal to 1, I is equal to 11, 12 up to 50 the number. Now I want to display the reverse order. I say display, let's say, the counting numbers from 50 to 1. Okay, 50 to 1. Now first value, our first value should be 50 and the second value should be 1. Sorry, last value should be 1. So initial value I will take over here 50. After that, the next condition last value will be 1. Now I will change the less than to greater than symbol, 50 to 1. Now if the first value is 50, the next value should be 49. Now watch here, there is no increment, but there is decrement. So I will use I minus minus over here instead of plus plus. I will use I minus minus instead of plus plus. So now check what will be the output. Watch here, first value is I50, I49, I48 up to so on. So instead of I, if you want to write the your name, this one value Ali, so check it, Ali 50, Ali 50 49, Ali 48 up to so on. This will be the present in the screen. So if you don't give the any message, you just display the numbers. So no need to display anything. \t you will put over here, check it, what will be the output, run. So 50, 49, 48, it will display the reverse order from 50 to 1. So you will convert. Now I want to display the odd number or the I want to display. Okay, first of all, I want to display the even number from 50 to 1. Even numbers. How can I display the even numbers from 50 to 1? So everything will be fine, but over here in the odd number from 50 to 1 is first value is 50, then second value should be 48, third value 46. So I will write, it means that decrement of two values. If the first value is for 50, then second value is 48. Now the decrement is two value. I will use the compound assignment I minus equal to 2. Now check it. If the first value is 50, then it will that when it will decrease the two values, then what will be the next value? 48. Let's check. Watch here, first value is 50, 48, 46. Now any value. So you can do the forward loop in the, it depends on the program. Paper says display from 100 to 200 even number series. So 100 to 200 even numbers. So first value should be 100, second value 102, 104. So last value is 200. So how to do that one? So increment or decrement. Now this one is the even number series. Now convert this program into odd number. Odd number, how to do the odd number? So first value will be 49 over here. If the first value is 49 and decrease from the 2, then second value will be 47. So make it forward as well as backward. It's up to you, depend on the programming situation, increment or decrement, where you will use the increment and where you will use the decrement. It depends on the program. Now check it. It will show me the odd number series from 50 to 1. Watch here. First value is 49. 47, 45 up to so on. Last value check over here. Last value is 1. I hope you understand the loop, how to execute this loop. So this is the looping structure using the for loop. Inshallah, tomorrow we will discuss the next loop or the next topics related with the for loop. Till take care of yourself. Pray for me. Pray for all Muslim. Allah Hafiz.